Hello students, today we will discuss a new topic, that is isoelectric focusing. Isoelectric focusing or IEF. What is isoelectric focusing? It is also a method of separation of protein molecules, but those protein molecules which are very much similar in their molecular weight, or the protein which have very similar molecular weights. So these isoelectric focusing is a method of separation of protein molecules having similar molecular weight. Okay, in the last class we discussed the process of STS page, in which the protein molecules present in a mixture in a solution are separated according to their molecular weight. But different proteins having similar molecular weight, how can they be separated? For that condition, the separation of these type of proteins, isoelectric focusing is applied. The method of isoelectric focusing is applied. In the isoelectric focusing, the separation is based upon the difference in isoelectric point of the protein molecule. The separation of the protein molecule is based upon a property or of the protein that is known as isoelectric point. That is, the separation is based upon the isoelectric point of the protein. Okay, so before we goes into the process, we should know what are the uses of this isoelectric focusing. By this method, one can study the microheterogeneity in the protein molecule. That means that protein molecule which differ very minutely, they can be separated. For example, the protein or enzymes molecule having one phosphate group, some protein has two phosphate group, or some protein of same type have three phosphate group. This mono, di or triphosphorylation does not contribute to any change in the molecular weight, but definitely they change the charge on the protein. And by this method, by this isoelectric focusing, this protein having very different similar sort of molecular weight but slight difference in the charge can be separated successfully by the applying the method of isoelectric focusing. So these are the use. By this method we can separate or study the protein molecule which are slightly different in their charge due to phosphorylation, mono, di or tri type of phosphorylation. Similar way, by the isoelectric focusing, isoenzymes or isozymes can also be separated. Isozymes or isoenzymes are enzymes having the similar sort of function and very slightly differ in their molecular weight, but they are slightly differ in their molecular weight but carry out similar type of function. For example, carbonic anhydrase, lactate dehydrogenase, these are isoenzymes. These enzymes can be separated by the isoelectric focusing. So the process is based upon the isoelectric point of protein. What is isoelectric point? Isoelectric point, we can understand the isoelectric point by this diagram. Here, we all know that protein molecules are made of amino acids. Amino acids are generally It contains both amino group as well as carboxyl group. So this is the diagram of a amino acid. This is the side chain. This is the amino group. This is the carboxyl group. In the normal case, when the pH is at the pH, the isoelectric point is the value of the pH of the medium at which the protein molecule carries no net charge. That means it carries equal amount of positive and negative charge. For example, it exists like this in the additional amino hydrogen ion here with a positive charge and a negatively charged carboxyl group. So this means it contains equal amount of positive charge and negative charge. That means it contains no net charge and act as a Zwitter ion. In the amino acid, at its isoelectric point at a pH, at a particular pH, exists as a Zwitter ion, and that pH at which the amino acid exists as a Zwitter ion is known as isoelectric point. Because no two amino acids have similar isoelectric point, similarly, same way, no two proteins have similar isoelectric point. Okay, no two protein. The protein always differ in their isoelectric point. All different protein always differ in their isoelectric point. So as a pH, this isoelectric point is the value of pH. This is the value of pH at which the amino acids or amino acid present as a Zwitter ion. Similarly, the protein is also made of amino acid, so it can also be exist as Zwitter ion. So every protein has its own isoelectric point, a specific isoelectric point which differ from isoelectric point of all other protein molecules. So this is, suppose this is the pH at which it exists as a this form, and this is known as Zwitter ion, which contains equal amount of positive and negative charge. As the pH of the medium increases, the pH of the medium increases means the medium contains less amount of hydrogen ion and more hydroxyl ion. In that case, the hydrogen ion will be removed from this protein, displaced from this amino acid, will be replaced from this amino acid, and the amino acid will come into this state where it contains a net negative charge, where the hydrogen ion of this amino group is removed. It comes into the amino group and it is an carboxyl anionic form. So that means this amino acid contains an additional negative charge due to loss of a positive charge hydrogen. At this stage, the amino acid exists as an anion. Okay, in the similar way, a protein, when pH increases, exists as an anion. That means the protein, if any protein can exist in three forms: as a Zwitter ion, as anion, and as a cation. Okay, similarly. Okay, so in the second case, if the pH decreases, that means there is excess of hydrogen ion in the medium, then in that case additional hydrogen ion will be incorporated into the amino acid, and the amino acid gain a net positive charge. That means if the pH decreases, the amino acid or protein convert into a cation, and if the pH decreases, the amino acid or the protein is converted into a cation, or if the pH increases, the amino acid or the protein exists as a anion. That means if the pH increases, is the pH of the medium is above the isoelectric point of that particular protein, it will exist as a, it will be converted into a anion. If the pH of the medium decreases or decreases below its isoelectric point, in that case the protein or the amino acid will be converted into a cation. Okay, so this is the basic principle of isoelectric focusing. We will discuss later the process, we will discuss later in the next class. Here we should understand what is isoelectric point. So the value of the pH at which the amino acid or similarly the protein carries no net charge or equal amount of positive and negative charge, it exists as a Zwitter and ion. Okay, so that pH is known as isoelectric point. The pH above the isoelectric point of that amino acid, the amino acid or protein exists as a cation. Below, sorry, the pH above the isoelectric point of a protein or amino acid or a protein, it will exist as a anion. That means the hydrogen ion will be released from this amino acid or the protein made of these type of amino acid. Okay, and it will convert it into an anion. Similar way, if the pH decreases and below the isoelectric point of the protein or amino acid, the new hydrogen ion will be incorporated and it will be converted into a cation. So that means if the pH increases above the isoelectric point, the amino acid or protein will exist as an anion. If the pH decreases, the protein or amino acid will be converted into a cation. Okay, so the pH value of the pH at which the protein or amino acid exists as a Zwitter ion or contains equal number of positive charge and negative charge, it is the value of the pH known as isoelectric point. So by the isoelectric focusing, one can separate the protein molecule which vary even as less as a pure pH unit of 0.1. If that means if two protein molecule which differ differ in their isoelectric point, but even by 0.1 pH unit, they can be separated by the isoelectric focusing. That means it is a very sensitive method of separation of protein molecule based on the difference in the isoelectric point of the protein molecule or amino acid. Okay. The first, that means this is the isoelectric point. The second one, the process is carried out in a gel. Generally, gel used is a 4% polyacrylamide. The 4% polyacrylamide contains large pore and there is no sieving effect. All the protein molecule can move with equal speed. And the gel is always has a pH gradient, difference in pH gradient. This pH gradient is created by a compound known as ampholytes. We will discuss the ampholite in the next class, and today hope you would have understood the process, at least the introduction, what is the isoelectric focusing and what is isoelectric point. Thank you very much.